Greetings, cello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Shining on Purpose with yours truly, Ivory Shields. I gotta talk to you all about something today that most of us, pretty much all of us, are gonna go through at some point in our lives. And all of us. And that is surviving a breakup. We're gonna all go through it at some point. All of us. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna talk to you about some of the things that have helped me get through breakups. And these things I've tried, they worked. Some of them, oftentimes it's a combination of things. And some of you may have tried these, so if you have, please let me know in the comment section below and share your tips on how you got through a breakup. And of course, breakups, have different degrees. They vary. Some breakups are harder than others, obviously. And so you may be able to use just one tactic versus all 4 or 5 tactics. So, anywho, the first tip that I have for surviving a breakup, when you get out of the situation, don't go jumping into another situation. That's just what has worked for me personally, because what I do know for sure, what I know that I know is that hurt people hurt people. Okay, so when you're hurting and you're that wound is fresh coming out of a relationship, you are hurting, you're grieving. So don't go out and try to date someone else. Just take that time to be by yourself and process what you're feeling and sit with what you're feeling. Sit with those emotions. It's okay. It's fine to sit with those emotions. Those emotions are there for a reason. They are there for us to process and to feel. They're part of our human experience here in this realm. So so I challenge you not to be afraid to just sit with those emotions and process them and grieve. Go through the grieving process. It is a process for a reason. It's just like a wound. Like if you fall and scrape your knee, there are different processes in the wound healing phase. Starts from the inside out. The scab that you see at the end of, after a couple of weeks, that is a result of a wound healing from the inside out. The scab is just after time has passed and it's done all of its stuff that it needs to do under the surface, under the skin that you cannot see, then you see that scab. It has healed from the inside out. So when we experience situations, the same thing has to happen for us, you guys. We're that one scab, that one sore or scrape that you have on your knee, it's just a microcosm of a bigger picture of you. You're still a part of that same material and cells and all that stuff that had to heal. So remember that. So that's my first tip. Don't jump into anything else too soon. Give yourself time to heal. Honey, you must heal. Yes. Hallelujah. Number 2, what I found that helps me is writing. Journaling. I don't want to use the term journaling because that might be intimidating. For me, that sounds intimidating. But if you're a writer, if you like to write, it's not. But for those of you who aren't used to writing, just write down what you're feeling. And don't try to filter it. Don't try to not feel anything. Don't try to mask anything. Just allow yourself to feel and write what you feel. Be honest about what you feel and write it down. And I'm telling y'all, doing that has made a huge difference in how I process situations. It's very cathartic, it's very insightful, and it's very healing. So allow yourself to feel what you're feeling and get it out of your body. That's one way to get it out of your body, to put it on paper. One way to get it out of your mind is to put it on paper. So I highly encourage you to write about what you're feeling and be honest and raw about what you're feeling. It's gonna help you. I ain't telling you nothing that ain't gonna help you now. Number 3, look back at the situation, at the relationship, and try to find the lesson in the experience that you've gone through. I refer to it as karmic lessons, and because I'm into metaphysics and all of that good stuff. And so, but you will often hear people say, try to find the lesson in it, or what you've learned from it. How can you grow from this situation? What will you do different the next time? Do a self-evaluation too. Look at you in the mirror. Make sure you was in order. And most of the time we'll see that, well, yeah, I could have did some shit differently. Yeah. So that's an opportunity for you to reflect and look at yourself and say, I could have done some things differently. I wasn't perfect. And not saying that you were the one who caused the breakup, but there are always, I feel like, for myself, I've always looked back and I've identified things that I've done that I absolutely could have done differently. And it may not necessarily be something that I did to that person. It's a decision that I made, or something that I did that didn't serve me and my feelings and what I wanted. So taking the time to actually self-evaluate and really look at yourself. Everything that we go through, it's a growth process. It really and truly is. We're here in this realm to complete karmic lessons. And everything that challenges us and makes us uncomfortable and takes us out of our comfort zone is all a part of growth and evolution. So I challenge you to embrace the process of evolution for your spirit, for your mind, your soul. Yes, that was awesome. That was good. Fourth thing that I recommend is surrounding yourself with people who love you. You're amazing friends. I have some fantastic besties. I have the best friends in the whole wide world, and I'm sure you all probably feel the same way. Make sure you tell them too how amazing they are, and make sure you be a good friend to them too. But surround yourself with people who love you, your friends who will get you through, who will remind you, honey, you are the bomb.com. You are the creme de la creme. You are the cat's meow, hunty. Okay? And this worked both ways, for guys and girls. Okay? You the man. She don't know what she missing out on. Okay? So you got to be around people who will remind you of that, and who will lift you up and comfort you and just allow you to go through that grieving process without getting annoyed. They'll get annoyed and they'll tell you afterwards. But they'll love you enough to let you have your moment where you grieve and you talk about it, if they're really truly friends who love you. So those are my tips for getting through a breakup, you guys. I hope that it helps you. And if you have suggestions, please leave them in the comment section. And don't forget to like this video if you like it. And don't forget to subscribe, y'all. I will see y'all next time.